Hello, my name is Sonia Hassey, and I just want to share a little bit of my heart with you today because I want to let you know that I truly understand how women get stuck. And the courageous part about that is to really confront yourself and to really know where you are at the moment and where you want to go. There is no shortcut. You really have to get to the truest part of who you are and be real with yourself. I didn't like it. It was a very difficult thing for me to do, but that was the very thing that allowed me to take my very first action step. And so what I want to encourage you with is go deep into that vulnerable place of who you are. Ask yourself that question, who am I? And who was I created to be in this world? Because in reality, we're all created to live on purpose, and we all have one on this earth. So what's yours? I know mine is now to bring transformation into women's lives because of my personal experience. I know what it's like not to have an identity. Forget the purpose part, but to even have an identity. I just lacked every piece of confidence about myself, and I sabotaged myself with words and actions all the time, and it nearly destroyed me. And it wasn't until I really had to look deep into the core of what was really going on the inside of me. And so I want to share that with you because it's really important for you to get real with yourself. This is your time to do that. If you are feeling this strong nudge and it's like really like pulling at you, but yet at the same time, you do not know how to express yourself. You don't know how to come out into the world or to even share your dream with a friend or with anybody because there's just so much going on. And so, again, be real with yourself and know why you want to do this. So maybe you can begin in that place because your why is going to give you all the reasons to move forward. It's going to give you the courage to dig deep into that vulnerable place. And so many people run from that place, but what I have realized in my own journey, that vulnerable place is where the strength really is. That's where it's at. That's where transformation begins. That's where innovation begins. It's going deep and knowing who you are at the core. And so I want to encourage you to literally just sit down and just start writing. I know that worked for me. And just start asking yourself, like, who am I? What do I want? And start from there and just start writing. You will be amazed on what is going to come forth as you really share your heart on paper. So begin there. Begin in that place right there and start looking at your life and start looking at those things that have sabotaged you and work from that space and heal from that place as well. Because, you know, another thing I have noticed as well is you have to rise up in confidence, but in order to do that, you have to be congruent with who you are. You cannot really be transformed if you are trying to be somebody else because you're hiding the real you. But it comes from that place of who you really are. So I want to encourage you to really be brave, to dig deep at that core. What is that one thing that is really stopping you? What is holding you back? And be so true to yourself and put it on paper and then just work from that space. If you need to get help even in that area in order for you to move forward, then it's going to be worth it because it's going to change your life completely. We all of us have a story. Some of us are transformed from our stories. And then you get people that live their whole life and are stuck from their stories because they didn't become better. They became bitter and they stayed stuck. So we all have a choice. So it's very important for you to know that you can't blame the world. It's up to you to make that decision and to rise up and to say, I am not going to come from that place. So resolve today to say, I'm not doing that anymore. And then I want to talk about community, because I know that that's what helped me immensely, is being surrounded by other women that are literally moving forward and taking an inspired action all the time. So that's what I would say. We have a wonderful community at What Destiny Women Global. And so that's why it was created. It was created for women in transition that are saying, I want to do this, but I don't know how to do this. And so we're here for you. And we know that we're going to add a lot of value to you, but you will do the same for us. So anyways, check us out at destinywomenglobal.com. And let's have a conversation. We're excited. We're excited about what we're doing, and we are very intentional on accelerating this year. So if this feels like right now you're inspired, then I definitely want you to connect with us.